At the risk of sounding like a non-social psychopath that hates all humans, I've always found it a bit odd the lengths that people will go to in order to extend a dying conversation. It would seem that an awkward silence is the conversational equivalent of drowning in the ocean, and every conversation you have is just a game of try not to drown in the ocean. So in the interest of not drowning in the ocean, here's a little guide to help you keep your head above water during your next chat with one of those pesky humans and their words. Fluent social. Painfully obsessing over every aspect of social reality imaginable, so you don't have to. So why is it that conversation can be so difficult to maintain sometimes? Well, imagine being tied to another person at the waist with a rope, and you're both in the ocean because, I don't know, who cares? You're in the ocean, and you're both just treading water to keep your heads above the surface whilst you look around for something more stable to grab onto. This is the small talk approach to conversation. And seeing as you're metaphorically tied to the other person, if you're both rubbish at treading water, you both drown. If only one of you is good at treading water, you both drown. And even if you're both excellent at treading water, there's only so long you can tread water until eventually you run out of steam and, well, you get the point. So to avoid an awkward silence, you need something a little less tread watery if you're going to be in the ocean for longer than it takes to pretend to be interested in the person's job or how many siblings they have. The second approach to not drowning is you both climb into a boat. This is what can be referred to as medium talk, where topics of mutual interest, albeit a limited number of them, are effortlessly discussed. This could include the sport, a TV show, or gossip about a shared authority figure like a teacher at school or your boss at work, until things start to become difficult again as you realise that the boat you climbed into is actually an inflatable boat and there's a hole in the bottom. You know, the part of the conversation where instead of talking about things of mutual interest, it's just one of you banging on about something they're interested in, whilst the other person just says, "Really? Wow. Okay. Okay, wow. That part? That's your boat slowly filling up with water." And for the third approach to not drowning, we have the ever so desired, but relatively unused, finding refuge on a ship. This is where two people can pretty much talk about anything effortlessly, because the point of interest isn't any particular topic, the point of interest is the other person. This is why real friends can talk to each other for hours on end every day, because what would otherwise be boring small talk questions like, "How was your weekend?" is now a question born of genuine interest because you actually care about the answer. And the reason you care about the answer is because you care about the person. So why is it that conversation could be so difficult to maintain sometimes? Because a lot of the time, we don't genuinely care about the people we find ourselves talking to. Which means the secret to having high quality conversations with people is to develop a genuine friendship with them. And the way you develop a genuine friendship with someone is by frequently having high quality conversations with I see what the problem is now.